Let's fire that tractor up, Darnell. Hello, welcome back. It is time for more of our favourite farming scenarios over at Elm Creek. We've shown that we know absolutely nothing about farming in the last couple of days, so let's try and demonstrate that we know fractionally less, I guess. Alright, let's head on over. We have got an update going in the background. I'm not sure what that's going to do for us. Here we are, back at lovely Elm Creek. And let's just make sure we've got all the sound going. Audio capture. Is that capturing the game? Can you hear the game? What do I press there? Heck. Ah, I see. I was standing on the brake. Now, I guess the first thing we need to do is let's see how our crop's going. Well, it's half fertilized, so apparently we could do more. This one is half fertilized. This one said it needed weeding. That's a whole other thing I need to do then. Yeah, that needs weeding. I don't know that you can weed by hand. Seems like different parts are at different fertilisation and weeding needing levels, but they all need about 50% more. 50% more fertilising. That's our cultivator. Where have we left other things? Let's find out. That's our harvester, our cultivator. Alright, so you can hear the game for sure. This can come back with us to the farm. We'll go pick up ooh jeez. Ooh jinkies. You gotta swear like it's 19 dickety, you know? Can't do real cuss words. Put the lights on there, make sure everyone can see us coming. It's nearly 10 in the morning, and well, 10 in the morning in game. It means it's time for a strawberry chocolate cake. Watch a man devour a hog. Gonna eat that hog, that whole hog. Put it in his mouth. Make it go down. That'll do. Now I've got this bad boy. Just need to get that additional tank out of the way. Make sure it doesn't drag on the ground. This is probably like, used to be a hangar or something. Possibly used to be munitions back in the war. Launch. Imagine doing that in like a go-kart or something. Something with little suspension, little mass, plenty of power. You'd launch. Fantastic fun. Oof. Good thing I was driving on the wrong side of the road there. Just took off past us. Here we go. So look, we may as well fertilise our own crops while we're out and about. And we'll have a look at the contracts we've got. Now we have got the door closed. I'm just checking that, make sure we won't get interruptions from felines, etc. It's very peaceful out here in Elm Creek. Don't see like people driving around with guns and various other things like you might see in other areas of the country. Just tootling around here. Now I think most of the contracts that I saw were pretty much, I think there was some harvesting and some cultivating to do. I still need to learn how to harvest the crops that I'm growing. So we're currently growing canola in the big field, and we're growing oilseed radish, I think it was, in the two smaller fields. Here we are, home base. Let's lower that delightful little sprayer tank. Get a bit over off here. Unfold our spraying equipment. That brake being auto reverse does my head in. Alright, so we kind of need to go back the other way. That'll do. Now how much of the field are we gonna? We're gonna miss a lot of the field. That'll do, that's probably about right. Alright. And we turn the sprayer on, put the wheel straight, away we go. We have moved to the country. There are very few peaches that have been seen. In fact, I've seen none. Whether they were in cans, on shelves, it's been entirely zero peach related incidents. What we're going to do is going to get to here, do that, that's the edge of the field, turn it off, keep coming forwards, come a bit away, yeah, that's probably good. We're just going to go forwards, we'll do this one, fold it up, turn it around, unfold it, do the other half. So I don't even need to steer, it's so good having these very slow moving vehicles. And that's that, fold her up. While we're doing that, we may as well begin turning. It's clearly a spot that I missed there as far as probably where I had the ridge marker out and didn't go back over it enough. Alright, let's unfold, unfurl, buggers. No, you can say bugger. Bugger's okay. Bugger's a good word. And the last little piece. You know what? Here's what we're going to do. No, that's straight. Turn it on. There we go. Commence spraying. Now this is how I do all my gardening at home. And look, let's be honest, if we all could do this in our own private gardens, Bruce Springsteen singing to us about our gardening, it's probably what we'd do. But instead, what we really do is hop on the old farming simulator, make ourselves feel right. This is good enough. This will be a fully fertilised crop for the most part. That'll do. Fold it up. Let's hop out and have a look. How'd we go? Well, it's still saying it's only 50% fertilised. So, considering I have done these two fields twice, what that tells me is I don't need to do it again. Make sure it folds up. While that's happening, I'm just gonna move off over here, park it on the verge, and we'll make sure we'll leave that lifted. Look, seems like the safe thing to do is to leave that listed. So now let's see what jobs we've got going on. Some fertilising, baling. I don't have a baler. I have a cultivator. Well, fertilising we did that one, so there's some cultivating to do. There is more fertilising to do. That one is a very well paying job. So let's say we'll take that one, accept that contract, and accept that contract, accept that contract. We already have an active contract. Right. So I need to get to fields 32 and 68. So there's 68. 68's a big boy. 32 is a big boy. 32 is closer, so we'll go for that one first. It's just so it's before we get to the Big Boys Toys shop. So I know what I'm doing here. I think. So we've got quite a bit of fertiliser left. This job will just about pay for all the fantastic things that we purchased yesterday. Look at that. Absolute hoon. Coming from the guy driving half on the road. Whoop. We've clearly hit someone. What have we done? Hit that person there. Jeez. Right. Cameras are not moving. Now I need to go down between these two houses here. Here's another car. They love driving into me. Tell you what. Lift the tank. There we go. this is not going to be a comfortable squeeze. I'm sure they are perfectly happy with me driving through their yard like that. Oh, where's this field? It's over here. Right. Excellent. I feel like I can come a bit further over, like to about here. I feel like that's about as wide as my fertiliser goes. Let's have a look. Yeah, look, I think I might need to come back a bit to the side. This is going to take a few passes. Bonk. How are we looking lined up now? A little bit further to the left. That's it. That's a good spot. I'm happy with that. What am I doing? Let's go this way. Right. And then spray on. Guzzling through the juice, the make grow juice. We'll get this field done for sure. I reckon we'll get the other field done as well. Look how much it's going through. This is a huge field. I can absolutely see why you pay people to do this. It's going to be really hard to work out how far along we are too. I only just realised that. I feel like what it needs, right, is we need a way to just mark off where we got to in terms of the width of the sprayer. We're doing good though. This is like 10% of the freaking make grow juice. Stop that. Okay. So that one, that arm needs to be pretty much in line with that tree there. So there's 1, 2, 3 trees. So I need to come out the other side of that tree there. Stop. That'll about do it, I reckon. Let's go. That's pretty good. This is probably going to be... I feel like this is gonna be like about a third of it done. Wow. So this is possibly gonna be like 75% of my tanks. Woof. Then we're gonna have to go buy some more fertilizer and go do the other job. Like, it's a lot. There you go. The thrills and spills of fertilizing someone else's crop. Just have our water there. I thought the strawberry chocolate pig was delicious. I am looking forward to my banana chocolate Labrador. Let's change. We're just about done. Get ready to turn it off. And we are clear. Turn it off. So... how are we going there? We need to come back a ways. That's about it, I think. Go a bit off this way. Straighten up, how we going? No, we got a bit further to go, my friends. Is that about it? That's pretty close, you know. Oh, shit. So that brake continues to play with havoc with my brain. It's only small. Go and away for another lap. Straighten. Just going to straighten up a bit. We can see the rows right in the crops. Should be able to try and keep myself lined up with those. So I reckon this will be about half done at the end of this one. Time for a chocolate lab. Let's see what the dogs got. It smells banana-y. Tastes banana-y. 100% delicious. Another good chocolate from Melba's. Look at how much this thing sprays out. 140 litres a minute. There are probably bigger sprayers than this too, right? I just went for the baby sprayer. I didn't think I needed to spend that much money. run. So what I think I need to do is line up my left wing so that the edge of it is past that blue sign there. I feel like that's about it. Feels like I'm pointing more or less straight down a row there. So if I just back up, straighten up a bit, we'll be away again in no time. Alright, here we go. We actually get a flush finish to the next run, which will make life a lot easier. Down the road, just straighten a bit. There we go. Nice and easy, straight down the rows. So surely, like in real life, if you're using a sprayer like this when your crops are this tall, you would have some sort of thing that stops you from crushing the crop. Okay, or do you just, is it just not realistic how fast it grows? I don't know. Farmers, tell me. This is my second back lap. Feels like we've got another lap in a bit. If we get there. We may need to fill up in the meantime. What I think we'll do is we'll get back, go up the other way and finish, hopefully. And if we have to come back, we can at least, like, it should just be the last bit. We'll just line up with the edge there. But we're pretty close. Getting empty. How much petrol have we got? We've got heaps of petrol. It's almost like unlimited petrol. Right, so this tree here, where am I? Yep, that tree there, that little one, next to the one with the yellowed off leaves, that's our marker. Is that it? Where am I? Facing down some rows. Beautiful. No, stop turning. That's it. That'll do nicely, I think. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, here we go. Last run up through the rows. We are definitely coming back with a new full tank, I think. Away we go. Look at the majesty of that. Like watching an eagle in flight. You can just see all that wonderful fertilizer coming out the back of it, filling the world with the joy of petrochemical fertilizers. If only it was a weed and feed as well, right? Because then at some point we're going to have to come back and weed things. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, we aren't making it. We've made it past the canola, whatever thing, that crop there. Made it past the start of that crop, and then we're going to be out. Alright, well. Might as well fold it. We are heading back to buy some more supplies and fill up. We will return and finish your field, my friend. Trust me. Friend, please. You are paying for our time. Just head off down here. We've got that raised, so we shouldn't bottom out. Over the creek bed. Right, let's quickly run across here and buy one of your largest things of fertilizer. Packs, no. Vehicles, no. Tools, no. Objects. Pallets. What is in big bag pallets? Let's have a look at that. Seeds, lime, wheat. Pig food, no. Road salt. Right. Again, this is not helping. We need pallets. We need a pallet of liquid fertilizer. That's 2,000 litres. That's 6,000 litres. And it costs exactly 3 times more. Poplar, sugarcane, tree saplings, seeds, silage additive, and mineral feed. What is that? It's like solid. So look, I can afford this. It is precisely 3 times as much. So unless it's a shitter brand, or a significantly better brand, we should be okay. Right. I don't understand, it's so much smaller a pack than the last thing was. It just makes no sense. Let's refill the additional tank. Alright. Refill the sprayer. Right. So after all of that, that put most of that into the tanks. We've got plenty in the tanks. We don't even... No, this is correct. Down here. This is the field we're doing. So what we're going to do is use rat cunning. Rat cunning will get you many things in life. It's a lesson worth learning, children and adults that aren't aware of it. You're just going to burn over like this. Alright. So here's the trick. You can do that. Then we'll just come back. We'll go up, turn around and come back. Okay? Easy. It's a strategy so easy even I can come up with it. Here we go. We have so much fertilizer that you could be bathing in it for weeks. People would love it. There we go. More or less straight down the lines. It's going brilliantly. Beautifully relaxing. It's just a man on his tractor watching the farm happen. This is how you do the farming. Reliably informed. Making good progress. We've got 2 jobs for this bloke lined up. And once we're done with them, I might go and do something that's not fertilising. Might do cultivating, because cultivating is basically free. It's just the cost of petrol for us. Pretty close to the end of this run. Getting ready to turn off our sprayer. And we're clear. So I want to kind of pivot around here. Bit this way. I can actually see where I got up to. That's very helpful. I'll try and line up more or less with those tracks. That's super helpful. That long range view that I've got there now. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to try and hope that this is good enough and close enough to even. And away. I think this is going to be good enough. Accurate enough. If it's not, we're just going to have to, like... What's this change work with? What does that mean? Right. So I can change how much of the boom arms are out. Right. Well, that's an interesting proposition. Yeah, okay, so I've actually, I've probably over-fertilised this last little section that I'm doing at the moment. It's kind of good to know, I guess. May have under-fertilised over on, hang on, over here. That little section there. Is that job done enough? Turn it off. Let's hop out and see what it tells us. We're looking pretty happy in some parts. In other parts, not so much. Is that contract done? So I'm mostly done. So we're at 50s. Okay. So kind of around here. Yep, okay. So I actually want to kind of go here a little bit further. Just turn it around about here. Extend away. Oh, look at that go. Watching it unfold right there in front of me. See how it's got like the floats in the measuring canister, so you can see how much is left. Yes. Okay, so we now have our update. If we want to go to the absolute latest versions, let's not do that for a moment. Let's turn our sprayer on and get cracking. Apparently we didn't get this bit good enough. Watch the majestic, soaring fertilizer in action. I can see how I've probably missed some spots in here. You can see how far apart the tracks are. They're too far. And there's going to be a bit, you know, Needed to be a bit wide, bit further over to the left on that second pass by the look of it. It's alright. Look, it's just going to take a bit more fertilising is all. We're getting there. We're getting there. So okay, let's have a look. 85% done now. This thing just about fertilises itself. I'm not hiring an AI worker to do this, no. That would make no sense whatsoever. I've used about 700 litres of fuel there, exactly now. So 700 litres is about a quarter of a tank, or a quarter of my current capacity. I wonder if I can have like a sprayer on the front and the rear. And just make it like this super spraying machine. Just about done on this pass. Here we go. We are finished. We have about 11% left to go. Let's fold up. It does take a while to fold up, yeah. But with this extreme zoom out, we can kind of watch the magic happen and power up this hill here onto a roadway. This is completely safe. No harm will come to anyone as a result of this. And then line up. Yeah, I can see I've got that too far apart. That's okay. And come down between those two trees there. Oh heck, external angles. Have I got it? I have got it. I have, and I'm actually kind of straight. Now just back it up. Unfold. Kind of like watching this thing unfold. It's kind of like, I don't know, like a special Voltron-y, Transformer-y type thing. Right, well that's sorted me out. So, I'm going to turn it on. And then we're going to go, but we know we have to straighten up a bit as we come down, because we kind of turned ourselves a bit. And it should just be a fairly smooth, straight run down here. That should cover the last of our gaps, I hope. I hope. Fill up and go do the other field. So you can't get this kind of fantastic farm noob content most places that you look on the internet. I can appreciate why farming is not for everyone now. Like, you look at how much effort is going into this, how much money has gone into it so far, right? We are still 52, 51. No, well, we made money off of that first crop just. So we're like 55 plus grand in the hole. Assuming that I was, that 100 grand that I had and everything that was, that was all, I was ahead, let's assume, on everything up until the point that I started playing as this farmer, this Darnell. And I don't view that this is a livable income the way it's going so far. %. What have I missed? That is brutal. Got good coverage there. There's really only one way to check. Alright, we pretty much just need to do this running sample across the fields. Good, 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 good. Stop. There's a bit of a gap here. There's a bit of a gap here. That's about it. I think like if we're at 90% we're probably okay. So about here. So in line. With this stand of trees here. This first tree with orange leaves, right? That's the center of my problem. And I don't think I need to have the full beams out, so we're not going to. That's about right. So let's take it down to that. Alright, let's give this a go. Advanced farming strategy. Here we go. Doesn't really make much difference, is it? I may have to spread it back out again. I'm not feeling it with that spot. That's not making much difference. Good fart. Good fart will always make the difference. So finish one tank is empty. There we go, now we're making progress. We're just going to go backwards. Alright, we're done with that one. We are now heading off to our next field. Fantastic. 32, you're done. 68, you're on. Pretty much it's almost like follow the creek a little bit, but not really. What I want to do is come back through here, follow this road along, and then hook a right. Got it. Let's go. Speed time now. It's 2:20 in the afternoon. I've had a long day in the tractor. It's causing all kinds of things to act up, and you know, there's only so much a man can take, so much a body can bear. We may have to do some of this spraying at night. I don't know how night fertilising goes. Maybe against some kind of code, but we'll find out. Right, now we're going to go back through their yard, which they loved. They told me last time, they gave me positive feedback about the through the yard experience. That they would like to see more farm equipment come through their yard, especially when it does not hit their property like this. This is exactly what they're after. Here we go, look at this. We should lift the additional tank because we haven't. Driving like noobs. And I'm going to take a little external camera view. Top down farming view. Oh yeah, that's a nice pretty looking road, especially when you're not worrying about hitting signs. You can see there's like a water silo thing over in the distance. This looks quite nice. Let's jump into the cab. Here we go, we're going to go, by the looks of it, under a bridge. Under the rail bridge this time. So the last time we went over the rail lines, this time we're going under it. It's interesting the approach they've taken. Clearly this is, you know, kind of slightly rolling plains. There's some little plastic or metal cows, enamelled cows or something over by the side of the road there. Bit of scenery. We'd like to see that. Here we go, we're coming up to an intersection. And so we're going to make ourselves known to the world with a good honk. And dodging a stop sign. Driving on the wrong side of the road. There we go. We are perfectly road legal. Don't let anyone tell you different. So cruise along the highway here. I assume it's a highway. Nah, this isn't a highway. This is just a country road taking us to someone else's home. To the place where the fertiliser belongs. Is this actually a river or a creek or a dam or what? I'm unclear. So that's field 70 there. 68 right next to it. I think it might be. Let's have a look. It is, so 70's here. Then we're going to come up to 2 fields over there. So we cross the river again. Look at the size of these silos, man. Like, that's how big my tractor is, and you can see my little guy sitting in there, and that silo there, that's huge. That is massive. Don't listen to the sports fans that tell you that, you know, XYZ is massive. That is massive. That is proper massive. We're just going to blend perfectly onto the road there before the narrow bridge. And here we go. This is our field. This is our next, oof, geez, field of endeavour. It's adventurous, some of these drivers. I don't know if we're going to finish. Oh, we were going to fill up, weren't we? Well, well, well. Stuffed it again, have we? Let's unfurl. Have a look at our span. That looks pretty good. I think we're going to need to come over a bit. Where are we? It's the last little wing bits. Pip it out. That feels about right. That's good. I'm happy with that. It's a good line. Let's go. Back it up. I hadn't started flying in time. There we go. It's flying now. We're good to go. Give it that little bit of extra, bit of hang off the edge there. Bring it back into the line like so. That's going to be good enough, I feel. No, you're wandering a bit too much now, Adam. Darnell, 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 Darnell. There we go, Darnell. That's what we like to see. Lines on straight lines. Trying to line it up along the edge there. Get kind of close. I can see that I'm going back that way. It just takes a while. Turning circle of a bus based on the angle adjustments going on. Oh, a small whale may be more agile on this. Do. That's pretty much 90 degrees. Just keep that straight. Keep that. That'll do. I am pretty confident we are not going to get through this in one tank. No big moves. Followed by another big move. Let's pass one done. That is absolutely how these things love to be handled. It makes them very happy. That's what I'm going to say. What are you doing, Adam? Drive the fucking thing. That'll do. More or less straight now. Alright, let's just go. You can see my weave going on there. We're just going to take this straight. It's a very big field. Very big field. I think you could fit all of my fields onto this at least twice over. My big field is maybe this wide from there to the end. So there's like 5 or 6 of that field. At least 3 times over, I reckon you could fit my 3 fields in this one field. This bloke that I'm working for is blessed. Hashtag blessed. He knows what he's got. He's happy with it. There you go, we've done 16% of this one, as you can tell. Get to the other end, it'll be, you know, maybe a third done. Is that a bit of an angle? Feels a bit better. Let's go with that. Just driving along and fertilising. You know, it's not an action-packed thrill ride. This game, it's a long slog. It's a long toil. A lot like farming in the real world. And a lot like farming in the real world, there's not a lot of rapid pay turnover. I think that feels more real to me than, like, you know, truck sim where you just magically get all this dough from doing jobs that don't, like, it doesn't feel realistic, if you know what I'm saying. So I want to try and line up, yeah, kind of in line with that sign of it. But more the tree behind it. So let's come over here a bit. That looks good. Back it up. Back it up, thanks, Chief. That's pretty good. I think that'll do. You can see we've got our boom hanging out the back there. Turn the party on. Away we go. It's just time, just got to keep that party going, you know. See how much of this field have we done? So it was about 20-ish%. Okay. We're going to need to top up. So we're going to try and get through this lap and maybe one more. get to about 50%. Then we're going to need to go and fill up, come back, finish it off. It's a lot of time spent on fertilising, right? This is been going for about nearly an hour and a quarter, and did that quick little patch job on my fields that seemed like it wasn't really necessary in hindsight. That wasn't much. That one other field with the fart-assing around, I guess, at the end to work out where we'd missed. And now we're, a third and a bit of the way through this field. It's a lot of time. What do we get out of this? We get another 15 grand or something. So it's a long slog, I can tell you that much. There's a deer or something running through, and we are clear. So that little bush there, little tree, sorry, that's what we're aiming for as our... We're aiming to pivot the arm around this time. Then coming out a bit this way, like that. That's probably okay. It's probably a bit more overlap than we needed. Alright, how much of the fields have we done? We've done 35%. Go again. Another mad dash down the lines. Let's hop in. Let's get that wonderful tractor noise. Let's turn it up in all its diesel loving glory. There we go. It loves it. It loves the diesel, this tractor. Thankfully it's got quite a bit left. Does not look like it's going to run out anytime soon. Let's see how we're going. Oh yeah. I think we've been a bit straighter. Just bring it back around. Do. Let's head back into the cabin. So let's have a look around our cabin. So we've got some ventilation there, hopefully air conditioning. Got radio up over here, clock. You can see we've got a windscreen wiper indicator. We've got window washer button. We've got our thermostat / air conditioner control, fan control, speedo. Something looks like it's all about different crop settings, I don't know. We've got our wonderful knob to help steer the wheel. It's a big wheel. Probably a high speed range, low speed range, gearbox things, brakes. None of this is a surprise. You've got fuel gauge, oil temperature gauge. Can't really see a tacho. Let's have a look. We're nearly done, and that's that row done. So let's fold up and 47% of the way done. So now we're going to have to go back and refill the tanks. Our top down view. That's as far as you can get. So we can't really go top down. We need kind of this top down chase cam if we're going to drive like this, which is quite fun. Or we can just go back to driving in the cab. Looks like we've got the 2 speakers for the sound system there. The mirrors are completely useless to me. They are in all the wrong spots. So I have no idea when someone's coming up behind me. Toggle cruise control. Let's do that. That did not work. Activate. Yeah, I'm pressing it. Right. That has not worked. Change the cruise control speed. Cruise control always baffles me as a concept. I'm not exactly sure what I need to do. Anyway, we're at our turning point. This is not like the F1 2021 turning point thing. That was what that was called, right? The extra story content thing was called Turning Point or something. So a lot of these fire pit looking things at the side of there's one there and there's one in our yard, so different. Just drive over the cows. Bang, oof. I've had a big impact. It's a big hit. I think you can start seeing the petrol tank starting to get consumed now. It's alright. I can see where we're popping out. I can see where I need to go to fill up. It's taken us less than 2 hours to do that trip of fertilising. Oh yeah. Oh no! That was not it. There's a pallet. Let's go. Refill our add-on tank. So the add-on tank is 1500 litres. Oh, and the sprayer is only 1200. Lift our spray tank, our add-on tank, thank you very much, because it does not have great ground clearance. We will go out the driveway, why not? I mean, you know, we've got all kinds of excellent driving and range options. We don't need to worry about it as we bang off of a billboard there. Gotta say, the terrain around this place is pretty sturdy. It's not really got deformable terrain, does it? In terms of the street signs and things. The cars don't seem to take damage. Like, from a driving experience, there's a lot of driving happening. Don't know how real it is. Like, there's no force feedback whatsoever. Maybe that's a good thing. We really can't go that fast in most of these vehicles. We can take the ute out for a flog at some point if we want. I'm not really clear what else I'm going to use the ute for. So maybe it is worth going for a flog in the ute. I do wonder whether I can configure some of the other things like the shifter or whatever else. I think I can. And turn the automatic gearbox off. Ooh, we need to get over to the correct side of the road. Ooh, baby. Right, there's field 70, we're just going past it again. There are the marvellous silos on the left. There's the end of field 70, just coming up. We will cross the stream and be at field 68. Caution, narrow bridge into square right. What we're going to do here. Smart Alex. Push this out to the point where it's... We better turn our headlights on as well, right? Because it's starting to get dark, late afternoon. Which means that there's possibly going to be dingoes around. I don't know how many dingoes they get in Elm Creek, but I'm assuming it's a lot. Ooh. Right, now just back it up. Now we can just basically repeat our normal trajectory in reverse. Got the sprayer on. Make sure we're going straight, make sure we're going straight, make sure we're going straight. That'll do it. That'll do it. Bit straighter. You've been straighter. You have been straighter. You are missing parts of the crop, my friend. I think we're doing pretty well. Just burning through our wonderful supply of fertilizer. Very happy that we got the extra large size. Meant that we could come back outside of business hours and fill up if needed to. See that expertise in straightening a fertilizing tractor out. That is how the professionals do it. I'm reliably informed. Right, turn that off. No, go forward, turn it off. Right, so pretty much the canopy of that green and golden leaved wonder back there. And we are getting there. Oh, that's going to have some overlap. That's probably for not the worst thing that we could have done. Just take off a slight bit of curve, and then we'll straighten out like that. I reckon that'll do us. How much have we done so far? We've done a bit. We've done 64%. This guy's field is getting quite the fertilising. You know? So we're looking through the cabin. We looked up there. I mean, that's probably got some kind of CB radio features in it. Yeah, look, it's got code stuff. Not sure what that's all for. It's a hinge for opening the window. Yes, many controls I don't understand. Very good. Yep, exactly. Stuff about radio. Other things I don't understand there. Some kind of windscreen wipery things. These things, there's probably some of those are about coupling and decoupling and folding and unfolding, and how far you want to unfold things. Looks like some range selecting. Let's make sure we're not drifting too far off track. No, we're looking okay. Probably want to straighten a bit this way. Again, that looks like that's just a little access port. Maybe there's a window back there you can open on those hot days. It's just a handle for getting yourself in. There's an armrest there. Looks like it folds out though, so that's nice. Get some nice armrests on our chair. Chair doesn't look the most comfortable thing ever. Let's focus back on the job at hand. We're homing in on finishing that pass. We've covered a bit of ground in terms of, you know, fertiliser world. Alright, so I'm saying the trunk of that orange tree there is what I need to go by. Okay. Easy. No, you have now turned too far, my friend. Stop there. Straighten up. Turn a bit this way. A little bit more that way. Straight. That's pretty much perfect. Let's start this pass. Let's go firing off down the lush undergrowth here. Now that down there, I'm not sure what that is. Might be a pressure gauge of some sort. Goes up to 10. It's either going up to 10 or 1. I can't zoom in. You can see I've got my accelerator, brake and clutch. On the left of the wheel, I'm assuming that's a gear selector. So some of these are about range selections, modes of operating things, parking brakes. Some kind of skylight by the look of it. That's a speaker there, for sure. So is that. Let's take a look outside again. Look at that. Majestically soaring through the crops. There's a lot of talking about garbage when I play this game, huh? There's really... It's like that slow television concept. It's a lot like that. There's my light, my inside light. I can't turn that on by the look of it. That's a pity. Yep. I wonder if there's an ashtray and a cig lighter. Hard to say. You can see there's my windscreen squirter as well. So not just a wiper button, but a fluid button, you know. Nearly at the end of this run. Kind of the edge of that canopy of that green tree on our left. Turn off. Turn it around. Turn it around. Turn it around. That's almost perfect, I reckon. So it just needs that kind of 90-degree turn, right? Straighten it up a bit. Which way do I want to straighten it up that way a bit? Whoop, that's too much. No. That's about it. That'll do. Turn on again. Straighten up a bit this way. I reckon that's pretty much perfect. How much have we done of the field so far? 88%. This could be our final pass. We may have to do one more, because we are a bit off centre between these two. That's better. That's much straighter. Let's stick with that. It's a good line and length. So yeah, there's a lot going on here. A Radschlupf. Yes. A Kraftstoff. Look, I've got no idea. I would have thought you'd have an English translation of that. That's fine. It's my lovely sprayer. Can see him doing his job. Clearly onto our second tank now. One of the boys is finished. We're nearly done. I think we are going to get done on this pass, based on that progress rate. That's fantastic. Don't think we're going to have that problem we had last time of getting mostly done, which is quite annoying. So for the ease of getting it all done in one go, overspraying a little bit, lacking that bit of overlap, that's definitely worth doing. Yeah, we're nearly done here. Let's have a look again. Yeah, we're going to be finished once we finish this pass, for sure. And that is probably going to be, you know, end of the stream, which will put us, it will put us financially, I think, ahead of where we were at the start of the stream. Is that it? Get off the road, please. Completed. Completed. Yes. Yes. Well, when do we get paid? I don't feel like I got paid. I mean, we've done your job for you, mate. The least you can do is pay us. That is probably not something you want to do in real life. Always be folded before you complete, before you take off. So how do I get paid? I mean, obviously the next thing will be avoiding more fertilising and doing just like cultivating and harvesting, the things that don't have an additional cost associated. Excellent. I am indeed on the wrong side of the road for an American setting. May as well go and collect the last of our fertilizer and then park up, eh? Well, if we're going to need to do more fertilizing, we should be fertile, like, you know, as fully stocked and got as most out of that 9,000 odd litres as we can. We'll keep going along here for a bit. We're okay. The brakes win in this car and this tractor. Yep. Let's not drive off the bridge. Let's support your local farmers. I think that's a good message. So this is our fields here. Ah, we turned off at the first turn, right. Instead of going past the silos. Got it. I guess, you know, that's the other thing with trucks. In the money, you finish the job, the money's there straight away. The more I play this game, the less realistic Truck Sim seems. Yeah, we're just going to yeet down there. I can see someone's said something. Vum.ong. Exactly. I don't know what that means. But I can tell you what we are going to do. We're going to refill. Refilling. Alright. That's it. So we've got all of our growing juice out of the money we spent. Got our full tote. Which was like two full refills and a little bit more. So that's not too bad. Still got my forks over there. I'm going to park this up and then see if we can work out where our money's gone. That guy's name was Brian. Where's my money, Brian? Can we yeet through our neighbour's yard? I don't think we can. I think they've got a fence, don't they? They do. Ooh, we'll avoid that guy. And do that. Stay off the crops. Park up over here. That's a good spot. We'll turn off our lights. Hop out. Well, there we go. So it's completed, yes. Where's the dollars thing? I have spent a lot of money. There you go. We've spent 12 grand, nearly 13 grand just on fertilizer costs. We've spent 42 grand, lots. And we've got income outstanding, yes. So that was our harvest. Where's my contractor money? How do I get it? Collect. Aha! Right. There we go. So there's some cultivating to do. There's more fertilising to do. These are small fields by the look of them. Field 70, so we drove past that. We could have done that one. And there's some harvesting to do. So that'll keep us busy for next time. It's now nearly 6 p.m. in the game, and it's a bit later than that in real life. I'm going to say our wonderful Darnell, you go have a nap. Okay, thanks, Darnell. You can wake up at 7 in the morning, I think, my friend. Actually, let's get him up at 6. He's getting an early night. He can... Yeah, oh, look at that. The sleep montage again. Here we go. He's going to wake up there. 6 a.m. The world is asleep. I reckon that's a good place to leave it. We have a bit of cash. There you go, we're back up to 77.78. Looking at the contracts, there's plenty of work. That's going to get us back to pretty much even. Like, we didn't waste all that money yesterday. We're just going to give it a save and call it quits, I reckon. What do you say? There we go. Save the game. Easy game. Alright. So that's yet another stream done of farming. I'm still enjoying it. It's very slow. It's not a fast racy game. There's not a lot of exciting activity, but it's just kind of chill, which is kind of cool. So if you're enjoying these lovely slow energy chill streams, give us a like. If you would like back to the more racy excitement stuff, even if it's the racy excitement of ETS, feel free to give it a thumbs down or just drop a comment. Comments are even easier to understand. So until next time, take it easy.